Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Heist League 3.12. In this episode, I did an entire stream, 10 hours of my 12-hour streams of this 14 currency blueprint. We just absolutely printed currency. It was more than 5x profit an hour of running this 14 currency blueprint. It was really cool. But all throughout the stream, people were asking me what gear I was using and what gear I recommend. So I have all my people maxed out, all max level with the max, pretty good gear. Not max, because the max gear is really hard to craft. So now I've created a presentation that I want to share with you guys, and it covers all of the heist crew gear, crafting, and everything that you will do and how you will craft it. Okay, now let's get into it. I have a presentation. Enjoy. This is the last thing I do before I go to bed. It's 2:40 in the morning, and I need to get this out before I go to bed because so many people want to play the new Heist patch. So, here we go. Heist crew gear mods in order of importance. How you guys doing? Welcome back. So, a lot of people want to know how to craft their Heist crew gear. I would recommend using alterations, and let's go. So for the cloak, I'm looking at the specific item, the level 5 one. So this is the Whisper Woven Cloak. Obviously, there's the different ones for the different lower levels, but I just specifically looked at Whisper Woven Cloak in this case. Same mods. So the crafting is the same for every single one of them, and so now I broke it down into suffixes and prefixes. So this is more like a jewel of crafting. It can only have two suffixes and two prefixes, and then I numbered them in importance, and I also put the weighting of how rare it is in red, and then the percentage that you can get, 9 to 10, in the blue, and then there's white for what it actually does. So the number one mod I recommended for the Whisper Woven Cloak is % chance on opening a chest to not generate alert level. So pretty much what you would do is you would buy, this is my recommendation, buy an item level 82 or higher, Whisper Woven Cloak, and then you would alteration spam looking for 9 to 10% chance on opening a chest and not generate alert level. When you find this, you would augment the extra prefix, so you could hopefully look for increased time before lockdown or increased move speed while area is not in lockdown. Players have increased move speed while not in lockdown. And then you can regal to get maybe the extra 11 to 12% reduced raising of alert level from opening chests, or you could hit the increased time before lockdown on the move speed. So pretty much these are the mods you're looking for, and the only main mod you actually really need and really want is the first one. Chance on opening a chest and not generate alert level is the most broken fucking thing. That's why I started with it. Look at the weighting, 100. Roll it with alterations. Look for this. It's fucking broken. Enjoy. This breaks heist. Next. And then you stack these two and it's GG easy. But yeah, these are just quality of life. Nice. But this is broken. Next. We have the Foliate Brooch. Sorry. So the Brooch is this is level 5 one. So Foliate, it gives you 26 to 30% increased rarity of items dropped in heist. And then I wrote at the top, select the target reward and go for double. So again, I started with suffixes as the priorities, and we have heist chests have 13 to 15% chance to duplicate contained currency. So now I'll show you something that I did in the game, which is we have this 14 currency blueprint, and we figured out that you could open up every single one, and there's 28 currency nodes, right? Because it's double, because they buffed blueprints. And then on my people, I give them heist chests have a 15% chance to duplicate contained currency. So pretty much what I thought about was if every single person in your crew for a grand heist has it, then you have a 45% chance of getting duplicate contained currency. In my 28 currency grand heist, GG easy. So that's why we're making so much money. We're getting 45% duplicate, and then oh yeah, I forgot to mention On top of all of this, with the currency one, we're doing 3% chance in Heist for Regal Orbs to drop as Exalted Orbs on my Trinket. And you get Trinkets from Smuggler's Den Blueprints or Underbelly Blueprints. And that's how you get this Trinket slot. And so, yeah, this 3% chance for Regals as Exalts. I already have gotten 18 or like 19 Exalted Orbs since the patch. And just today I had like 14 or something silly. And that's because of the double currency, the Regals as Exalts, and the crazy 14 currency blueprint. Back to the presentation. This is just explanation for why this. Okay, so number one thing could be double currency, double fragment, double scarabs, double divination. There's a ton of them. Whichever one you want to target, you can go for. I'll name each of them actually for you. So give me a second because I feel like some people will want it actually because they won't have the list and I did. So I should name them here for the people who want the rest of them. So the ones you can target are currency, divination card. You can do jewels is shit, maps is shit, sextants is pretty bad, map fragments is really good, divination cards is good, delirium orbs is good, delirium orbs and splinters. Blighted maps is bad, but end catalyst, okay, it's okay. Essences is fine, it's not great. Breach splinters is pretty good because I think it could double tool a pure Chayula. Scarabs is insane. Catalyst is okay. Legion splinters is insane. I think it's pretty good. And oils seems pretty shit. Like blighted maps and oils are a separate one. Why is catalyst separate when it already had catalyst and blighted maps on a separate one? These mods are so weird when some of them clearly are OP. So currency, divination card, delirium orb, breach splinters, maybe essence, and maybe like yeah, that's good. And then for secondary stuff, because you'll hit random prefixes, you can look for increased time before lockdown with your augment or your regal, and increased quantity of items. You could even hit increased rogue marker value of primary heist target, which is good for the thing for your when you're doing regular heist. You're going to get more from the end target. You get monsters have a chance to duplicate dropped rogue markers. You could get increased job speed. Those are all fine, but they're not insane. This is the main focus: duplicate your loot. Next, obsidian sharpening stone. So this is the weapon. There is the obsidian sharpening stone, the like blunt arrowhead, some weird like literal weapon. It's a precise arrowhead, and then there's a burst band. So this one gives increased melee damage, and the main focus that I went for on these is increased time before lockdown. There's nothing much you can actually do on this, and the main reason we chose the melee one is because you can hit players and their minions regen up to 2% of their life per second. And so imagine in a grand heist you have 3 of these, you get 6% life regen. It's not too bad, but I like the stacking of the increased time before lockdown because I find it really, really nice, especially in grand heist as an extra backup just in case you couldn't open all the chests or something. So, yeah, players and minions is good with the regen, or you could go for the increased time before lockdown. All of this requires item level 82, plus the last one, I didn't show it, whoops. Last one for the Foliate Brooch is 84 if you want the item quantity, but 83 for all of the heist chest duplicate loot. Yeah. So then this one's only 82, and then I put down secondary. So the third one you can get is item level 81 and increased job speed of 18 to 20. It's nice, it's not broken, but it's helpful. And you can also get level 15 determination, because why not more armor in our brass dome 10,000 armor build than 23,000 armor when we pop flask. So we'd go up to like, with determination, you'd have like 30,000 armor or something. You could finally run Molten Shell. Okay, so here is the tools. So I wanted to show you every single tool because you need to know every single tool. The reason for this is you have to buy each one individually, but for the next step, I'm only going to show you the lockpick mods, but this covers all of them except for, I think, the disguise kit, and I think I'm good. Let me just make sure one more time. Heist tools, disguise kit. Just do one more check before. There wasn't an extra mod, right? It's just the same thing. Yep. Okay. So, yeah. You have these 9 tools. So you'll have to get a different tool for each main skill. So if you go back to the game, when you look at your people, they have their main skills. So for example, Karst is lockpicking level 5. So I put the lockpicking on him. And then I have the 10% chance to not generate alert level on opening a chest using lockpicking. So I'll show you now what the mods are. So this is the example. So tools priority mod. So tools priority mod. So the first priority mod that I put, number 1, is 9 to 10% chance to not generate alert level on opening a chest using the skill. So in this case, lockpicking, because that's the one I showed. So I showed now that there is actually 9 skills, and so you only have to match the one for each of the level 5 skill that you're going to be doing. Vindiri, I did demolition instead of trap because I hate the traps, so I used the Thaumatek flash powder instead of the Grandmaster keyring on my Vindiri because Vindiri has 2 level 5s. So then the second top priority is on the tool, you can get 5 seconds to lockdown timer, which is super fucking OP. I'll explain why this is OP. So basically, imagine that you come into the game and there's the 20-second lockdown timer, and 20% you can get 10% increased timer, or you could get 5 seconds added to the timer. So if you take 10% of the 20 seconds, that's 2 seconds added to the timer. If you add 5 seconds, that's 5 seconds. So 5 seconds is more than 2 seconds. So therefore, this 5 is big. This is the only spot on the entire crew gear where you can get seconds added to the lockdown timer that isn't a percentage. This is flat added. So the flat added goes first and then the percentage. So basically, you could hit this added timer. You could hit this on every single piece of gear. So you'd have 15 extra seconds in a grand heist because you have 3 crew members. So 3 times 5, and then add it to the 20, so 35 seconds. And then you could have the 3 mods or 4 mods of increased time before lockdown, and then each one is 10% more, which is on the 35, so it's 3.5% instead of 2%. It makes the percentages better, this flat amount. So it's almost like if you're going to do any lockdown timer, the 5 seconds is the starting point. The flat amount is very important. And then you can see how the tool focuses very heavily on lockdown. It has 5 seconds to lockdown timer, 9 to 10% increased time before lockdown, and then the fourth one, performing lockpicking during lockdown doesn't take additional time. So you can do this for every single skill. And like I said, this seems pretty fucking insane. But the main point is not generating alert level. The bonus stuff is where it gets really expensive to craft and really hard to make, but it would be really insane. And if you could just hit one of these accidentally with the augment and the regal, then you've hit yourself a god item. Congratulations. But yeah, this is my... So again, most of these, I highly recommend 1 mod or 2 mods. Like this one, probably 2. The first one, you only need 1 mod. You can get 2 if you get lucky. Same thing, you just need the time before lockdown. You barely even need this. You could go for player regen if you want to as well. It really doesn't matter. There's the 9 tools. You prioritize the lockdown. The alert. And yeah, that's how easy it is, dude. It's that easy. That's all you have to do. 1 mod. So alteration spam all your gear to 1 mod, and then just augment regal, and good luck with the RNG. I hope you guys have some good luck, come up with some crazy items. It might be a good idea to just craft more of your gear than to roll over some of it if you don't like it. Like, just roll more, and maybe you'll be able to swap in shit that you didn't think was usable in future patches. So maybe craft surplus. Either way, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope this helps you use your crew members, craft your crew gear, and get you into the heist so you can enjoy it as much as I am. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon and my YouTube members who financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys. And thank you to all my subs on Twitch. Thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon or the YouTube members today. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!